I remember when I first, um, after I went back to my mom when I was like 7 in first grade. It was in the first grade, and so I was going to second grade. I went back to her for about a year, and then they took us again back into foster care, and I remember, we're sitting at school, and it's always the same. Every time they come to get you, they always show up in the cop car, and they pull up, and they're like, "Oh, hey, we need to talk to you." They pull you in the office, and they take us home, and we get home, and my mom's crying at the front door, and there's like 4 cops there. There's like 3 social workers, and they're talking and talking, and it doesn't stop. And next thing you know, they bring in the same thing they bring in every time when you move. They bring in just these big black trash bags, and whatever you fit in the trash bag is what you take with you. And it's like throughout your whole like foster care life, that trash bag is your life, because if you can't fit it in there, it doesn't go with you on with your life. And once it's gone, it's gone. You don't see it again. I've lost so many things, because once it doesn't fit in the bag, it doesn't come with you. I'm Mishak Burton. I'm 17 years old. I originally lived in San Diego, but I just moved up to San Luis Obispo 2 months ago. I came up to San Luis Obispo for the auto trade to learn how to do auto mechanics. Auto mechanics is just, it's a really good trade to get into. It's useful. Everyone works on cars. It's resourceful. It's helpful. It's a good field to go into. I really enjoy it. I've always wanted to work on cars, work on things, fix things. It's a great field to go up into. Like, you can really build yourself throughout the system, basically. I plan to do like vocational school, vocational training. Works well, just 2 years. I don't know. It's just it's that enjoyment of like getting something and fixing it. It's like when there's a problem, you find it and you fix it and you put it back together, and it's like, you did that. You fixed that thing. I don't know. It's great. I love that feeling, being able to help people. My boss for the auto shop is actually the teacher at a high school who teaches auto mechanics. His name is Jeff Lemkiel. He's also the man I'm living with.
Jeff, I'm going this way, right?
Which way?
This way.
So as you look at it, clockwise would be that way.
Yeah, so it's going this way. That's
counterclockwise. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
Pull it. Stand over here and pull it towards you. Watch your head there.
Oops. Just a little more. Just gonna finger it off. And there goes oil. Isn't it beautiful?
Well, I think the biggest challenge that Mishak has is probably in some ways the biggest challenge that all of us have. And that's in our deciding who and what we're going to be first and foremost, and then really giving ourselves to be that. I guess that's the best way I'd say it.
So you check the gaskets to see if they're still good. And this gasket right here looks like it's not coming up. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks pretty worn down. It's pretty meshed in. You probably have to replace it. I'll ask Jeff.
I always thought I'd be going in like psychology or philosophy or something like that, and working with foster youth and helping them and using my life as an example. Like, hey man, I'm here. I fixed my life. I was where you were. I was sad. I've been depressed. I've been angry. I've hated people. I've coveted. I've been neglected, hated. I've been everywhere you've been. I've lost parents. I've lost siblings. And, I know what that feels like, and I can be able to relate to them. I know what it's like to lose a friend. And I want to just use my experience and how I dealt with it and be like, this is where I'm going with my life. And even though all these things in the world try to bring me down and they try to stop me and they put blocks in my road, you can still get over that. It's never too high to climb over. And you can always get over it. And so that's what I thought I'd be doing, helping foster kids. That's always been my goal in life. And And then as I got older, ever since a little kid, I was like working on things, fixing things, you know, taking things apart. It was just a thing I always like to do. Whenever there's a problem in the house, I'd go fix it, you know, take it apart, look at it for like 10 minutes and be like, okay, this is what's wrong. Put it back together. And so now, as I got older, I was like, I should put that to use, learn how to do it. I have to support myself somehow. You know, getting older, you have to decide about college, and then I met Jeff Lemkiel, and he showed me like the world of auto mechanics. He was like, this is something you can do, and he put me under the car for about a week. He saw what I could do, and he said, just like by watching me, he's like, this is something you're good at and something you can learn, and that really encouraged me. Like, hey, this is something, you know, I should try it out. And so I moved up here to SLO to learn how to work on cars, and that's where I am now, is learning the auto mechanic trade and learning how to do it and fixing cars. And maybe, you know, maybe someday it's gonna take me somewhere. Maybe it'll give me a job, it'll help me support a family. You know, it'll make me be something I never was, or something my parents never were. After I finish this year, I still haven't decided whether I'm staying or not for college. There's a large possibility I will go to Cuesta and study auto mechanics there. They have a really good program. But after that, I do eventually plan to move back to the city and move back to San Diego. It's, you know, it's where I want to be. It's where I grew up. It's where I want to raise my family. And it's where I want to help people.